Look, back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I see them.
Michael, it's another 3 points this time on the road down here at Galabank. How did you find that game?
I thought the first 20-25 minutes, Annan kind of dominated the play with foot really hurting us. They were on ascendancy, but with foot in kind of a clear cut. And then we go and get pressure on the ball in the middle of the park. We won it 2 or 3 times and it just flips the game, Sean. And I said to them at half time that, you know, even though we're 2-0 up, I wasn't happy with the performance. But obviously happy that we'd got our goals, but it probably shouldn't take us that long to kind of assess the game and work it out for ourselves. But once we get our goals, I think we look a threat constantly on the break. Some nice play at times as well. Getting at half time, settle the lads down. And I just kind of re-emphasise the point about how we play and don't kind of a change, because we couldn't really get playing for the back because the game was a bit scrappy and there wasn't a lot of goal kicks. But once we did play, I thought we looked good, and as I say, got our goals at a good time, and it kind of took the sting out of the game for them. And then second half, it was a real resolute kind of a professional performance. You know, we defended really well as a team, and in our units in terms of midfield for defence, and then Scotty working his tail off up front. So all in all, it's a good day, good 3 points, and you know, we just moves us on to next week.
We've spoke about the changes you've made at the back with the likes of Flatman coming back in, but one consistent factor that's been Brodie Patterson. What did you make of his game?
First class, really. He's took his game to a new level, Sean. I've said to you before, you know, we had him on loan last season for Hartlepool, and Brodie will tell you himself he was good, but I think now he's took his game to a new level. Trains ever so well, really professional. He's probably his upbringing coming out of Celtic. And now for me, I know this might be high praise, but I think he's consistently been one of the best left backs in the league. And it's up to him now just to keep, you know, putting in the performances, because his teammates trust him. We trust him as staff, both defensively and going forward. But equally, Talaware and obviously Cal Flatman comes in, and Sam, big Sam Harden. You know, he's been first class, really learning the game and understanding what we're wanting, but also having that defensive kind of a mindset that keeping clean sheets. That's a couple of clean sheets in a row now. So, you know, to get anywhere in this league, whether it's top 6, whether it's top 5, 4, whatever, you need to have clean sheets, and also win your home game. So obviously after the back of last week, and then to come down here, which is really a difficult place to come. I've known that down through years. You know, to get a clean sheet and 3 points is massive.
And up the other end of the park, it was the loanees today. Scott Williamson with a goal and assist, and it was Connor Allen with his first goal for the club as well. Is that kind of what you're looking for when you brought them in?
Of course, listen, when you bring anybody in loan, you're almost taking a wee bit of a gamble. But I must say the lads who have come in have been brilliant. Connor took a wee bit of time. You know, we asked him to play different roles, but what he brings is real energy to the midfield. So unselfish, quiet boy. Sometimes I tell him to speak more and get a bit more life about him, but he's just a lovely kid. But I'll tell you what he is doing, he's learning the game, and he takes in information really well, especially when I'm in the middle of the park with him. But even the other day I thought he was excellent, you know, and gets a good goal by getting on the end of things. And then Scotty, listen, Scotty's an enigma. He's hot and cold. He's feeling his knee on Tuesday, but then he goes and runs his cell onto the ground on Saturday, and his goal's first class. It's a real good finish, and I said it last week and I'll say it again, Scotty Williamson lives and breathes goals. That's all he thinks about. So for him to get another one of these will do his confidence a world of good, and you know, it just keeps him motoring on. But yeah, all in all, really delighted for everyone, and as I say, it's a good day for the club coming down here to get 3 points. Now we move on to next week.
It's a ridiculously close league as well, and today's results, that's put us up against Arbroath. Kelly and Arbroath both sitting first and second in the league on 22 points. You're looking forward to that game?
Yeah, but just as you're saying, Sean, I've said to you for day one, and I genuinely mean it, I don't really look at league table. I know that sounds maybe ridiculous. I don't know if other managers do it or other whatever, but I genuinely don't. I genuinely don't, because, as I say, there's a fag paper between 5, 6, 7 teams. The important thing for us, and I emphasise this to the lads all the time, just concentrating ourselves on how we can grow as a team, which I think we have. I think previous season, I think we would have maybe, you know, defended deeper, but I think now we're being braver and we're trusting each other. But touching on your point, coming out of Arbroath, listen, their run's been excellent since the 2 lads have went in there. So obviously we're not better and beat them, but they're a different side now, and they've got different players, and we know how difficult a test it will be. But again, I'm I'm repeating myself here. The important thing for me, and always be the important thing for me, is what I can get out of my lads, and what we can do at Kelty. We'll take each game as it comes. It's the usual cliche, Sean, but I genuinely mean that. We'll take that into next week, and hopefully we can just keep building on the last 2 or 3 performances, and see where we are in the coming next week.
Right, thanks very much, Michael.
Thank you.